Good morning, everybody. The 23rd of January. Going to go over some important program updates, some emails I've been getting from traders on the Adaptive Trend Cloud, and give you a quick update on a few items. So some important stuff to cover. When I was talking to programmers in the middle of the night, we're going to take the levels indicator and kick it from one of my programmers to a different one to do the wrap-up work. There's one aspect of the levels that's not working the way I want it to, and my first programmer needs to get on to some other work, so we're going to kick that whole project over to one of my other programmers that's a little bit better at doing out-of-the-box stuff, because there's a feature that's really important to me that I have in the levels indicator in these two settings that you'll be able to set, so it can go back and look and draw in the key levels, so you can draw them as horizontal lines, solid line, dashed line, dotted line, or zones where you set the thickness, a price, so you can dial that in per instrument and time frame. We did have a levels test last night when I was up talking to programmers, and on the diamond signal, I did throw on a manual trade. So I was a seller at a stop. Market basically traded down a bit, just over 500-ish. That's some of the accounts. I've got the other ones covered up. But anyhow, I blipped out, and out of the open, I'll trade real light. Probably only 2 MNQs, get my 700-ish per account and call it a day, because I have a really busy day. I'm packing up some computers that I have automated systems loaded up on for an institutional group. I got to travel over the weekend, and then I got lots of Zoom calls with programmers today on a whole wide range of projects. But one thing I wanted to bring up, I want to show you the TradeSaber website. We have a fair amount of our traders that have been starting to hit. They can use the PPG1 signals or the river signals, the arrows or the dots. But we have some traders also that are really getting into taking the adaptive trend cloud with the diamond signals and making their own custom automated strategy. And I'll show you how you can do that real quick. So a large part of the group, even those that were on other more complicated third-party tools, seem to all be jumping over to TradeSaber.com. And if you go to the Predator series, click on that. It's basically an order entry management tool, but all of our indicators, I always put outputs with my indicators. So you can take, a signal like a diamond and go ahead and set up with TradeSaber. Hey, when I get a diamond signal, go long, put my stop X amount of ticks down. As price runs in my intended direction, take some out, or hold the whole thing, or, when I get X amount of, ticks in the money, move my stop to break even plus, and then, follow, trail stop price until eventually I get blipped out. And then another diamond signal, and right away it could take the next one. That's up to you how you set it up, but on optimized time frame and settings, the Adaptive Trend Cloud is a fantastic tool to utilize for your signals when to be long or short. So I'm going to make some content for our group and show traders in our group how you can use the TradeSaber tool. So if you're not using our own strategies that we provide for automated systems, you can take the TradeSaber Predator X tool and basically take outputs from any one of our indicators, whether it's the river, whether it's the PPG1, whether it's the Adaptive Trend Cloud, or, in the future here at some point next week, we'll have the levels indicator. It's almost done, but it's not perfect. I need the levels indicator to have, and especially this one setting. There's one setting that's really key to the way I want the levels indicator to work. So I need just a little bit more time with one of my additional programmers to wrap up that more out-of-the-box feature. But the key is we always put outputs in our indicators, so you can take these third-party tools and go off and build your own customized, in-trade management mechanism, or, taking the signals and having it then be automated from there using that third-party tool. So anyhow, looking forward to the open. I'm only going to probably trade 2 MNQs, try to get done real quick. And then I have a lot of content going up over the weekend on a range of topics. I have a bunch of new videos for the group where I go indicator by indicator by indicator in our program and show you all the different ways that you can adjust the indicator and what every setting on each one of these indicators does. So if I go to the PPG1, what happens if I adjust the multiplier or period 1, period 2, and how does adjusting one affect the other? Then the adaptive trend cloud, same thing. What happens if I adjust, the one of the two options for the very unique moving averages that I use that are non-standard math, not stuff that's typically ever used in trading tools, or adjust the displacement or one of the period settings. And then the STI indicator has all kinds of adjustability, or the river. So I have videos that I made on each indicator one by one that are going to get added over the weekend to our private community. So not only why I am using that to power an automated signal, but also opening your eyes to the possibilities of, hey, taking that tool, going off with the TradeSaber's Predator, and go off and do some custom automated stuff on, maybe gold during the Asian session or whatever. And then also I'm adding additional instrument settings and indicator settings on an expanding range of instruments. I'll cover the micros. I won't cover the main contracts, and it's easy. Like if I give you settings on the MES, it's very simple, and in the training I show you how you can apply that to the ES. But for gold, Bitcoin futures, and CL, and obviously we trade the MNQ, and some of you are trading the NQ itself. That's totally up to you. Yeah, lots of good content hitting this weekend. Wanted to give a quick update on levels indicator, and then also I'll make some training content on how to use the Predator tool from TradeSaber to go off and take the outputs from any of our indicators and then utilize them for your own custom automated strategies. And that is a very user-friendly tool. The more I look at it, I'm like, wow, the gentleman, and I've talked to him once, he really did a good job building that software for NinjaTrader. And that's over at TradeSaber. And then don't forget, we have 3 pricing plans now. So 3 levels of special offer pricing. And wait till you hear next week more stuff that I'm adding to the program that I haven't even mentioned yet. So anyhow, we have a beginner program, we have an advanced program, then we have an indicators only. If you don't want to use our automated strategies, you want to use something like Predator from TradeSaber and build your own custom automation, but taking the signals from our indicator outputs, that's perfectly fine. And we have a indicators only quarterly subscription option there, where our other plans are 6-month one-time buy. You buy it, get access to everything we do according to that plan, what's listed. And then at the end of the 6 months, you can renew at that same price. So there you have it. If you have any questions at any time, you can hit us up at info@proptradingindicators.com or fill out the contact form and submit. And then we'll get back to you and answer any questions you have on the program or related. Okay, everybody, have a fantastic trade day and have a great weekend ahead. And talk to you all. I will be posting videos later today and all throughout the weekend, so stay tuned.